Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're now tuned into another episode of the Dugout Show. So, on today's episode, I'm going to be going over the Hype mic and all of its features. Now, I know that when I did my unboxing, I didn't really go over all the features that the mic actually came with. So I'm going to grab the case. The case is right here next to me. So in the case you get the mic, of course, and also in the case you get the adapter, which is screwed onto the tripod. The tripod that I'm using now for the Hype mic review. And you also get a miniature tripod stand, which I have now in my hand. It's a very compact, foldable little stand. I don't like it because it's not that tall. And now I have it sitting on my nightstand. And of course, once you're done with it, you just, fold the legs back in, throw it back in the case. So, yeah. So that is the what comes in the box. And you also get cables as well. So you get a USB cable to plug. You get a USB cable to plug. You get a USB cable to plug things in, such as plug it into plug it into your iPhone, which is what I'm using now. I'm using the iOS plug, which is a micro B to lightning cable. Plus, you also get in the box, or in the carrying case in the box, you also get a USB A to micro USB, plus a USB-C to micro B, I believe it is, micro B maybe. I'm assuming that's what it is. And plus, so that's what comes in the box. So the features of the Hot Mic, you have the blend button, which will basically, if you press it like 2 or 3 times, let's see here. So you press it 3 times, it's off. So you push it again, and it is just your regular what you're hearing through your headphones. You press it again and it goes to what you're hearing in your software. So that's the blend button. You push it again, the blend is off. Your monitoring is pretty much off. So now we get into the gain knob. Now you scroll it up, and now as you can tell, I'm louder, and I'm probably clipping. So I'm going to adjust it back down. Alright, so there we go. I've adjusted it back down. Now, here's the interesting part of this microphone. I'll press this. Now, we have compression on our voice. We have the first round of compression. And basically, what this is used for, it is used for like, basically just putting more oomph into your vocals. You can sit back from the mic and it will be a bit louder, not very much, but you can still be back enough away from the mic and it won't be too loud. See, now I get closer and closer and closer. Now I'm clipping because I'm close. But then we hit it again, and now we have compression round 2, which is even which is even more brighter, even more punchier. This is the one I like to use for my podcast. So that is compression round 2, and as you can tell, I don't have to be that far away from the mic at all. Now, as you can tell, it's picking my voice up a lot better, even though I am not that far away from the mic. So see, I'm barely towards the mic now. Like, my mouth is like probably a good 2. And see, now I'm getting closer. And if I get too close, I will clip. Oh, see, there we go. So we turn that down a bit, and now it should be straight. Now see, my mouth is right on the mic. And see, if you want to be back away from the mic a little bit, you just like gain a bit, and see, now it's good. Now this right here, the last round of compression. Now see, this is compression 3. This is your big, boomy, punchy, more broadcasty wave of compression, and it's really, 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 really heavy. Now this is the gain all the way up. That's really, really clippy. See, this is the gain all the way up with compression super supersized. And I'll give you an example. This is me with no compression at all, and as you can see, I'm very, very, very loud. This is me with compression 1, which is barely any compression at all, and this is me with full gain, which is not recommended because you will clip. This is compression 2 with full gain all the way up, and like I said, it's not recommended, so probably won't be doing this much. I'm just doing this as, you know, the test to basically show you guys what is really going on. And now you see how I can get really close, and it clips like a bitch because my gain is all the way up. But now I'm all the way back. And here we go with the last wave of compression. And like I said, this is the big boomy, punchy broadcast kind of boom compression, you know, and my mic is all the way up, so you're gonna pick up room noise. Let's dial this down a bit. So when it comes to the hype mic, it has a very big advantage. You can either broadcast or podcast like this with no compression at all. Compression 1, which is barely any compression at all. Compression 2, which is what I like the best for the show. So, yeah, that's probably what I'm going to tend to use. Are we clipping? Yep, we are. So check. All right, there we go. That's about the sweet spot right there. So, but yeah, man, that's the hype mic and all its features. Now, I did do an unboxing on the mic itself, but I figured I would come in here and review all of the features that it had to offer, plus the compression waves and how I sound with them and how it sounds with the gain adjusted up a little bit more, a little bit less. And now you see my gain is at 0. So this is gain 1, 2, no, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's probably about where you want to be with the gain on compression 2. Now you put on big boomy punchy compression 3, which that's almost too much compression. And then you got regular just regular sound. See, this is me just talking regular. Compression 1, and there's compression 2, which, like I said, is the one I tend to go for because it just sounds nice. It just sounds really nice. So that is the Hype mic and all its features. You can pick it up on Amazon. It is retail. I got mine on sale, so it retails at $349. But there again, I got mine on sale, so I caught a deal. Lucky me. But yeah. So see how long we've been recording here. We've been recording for about 11 minutes here. So, is this mic worth the price of $300? Do I think so? Yes, I do, because this mic will last you a really long time if you take care of it. Now, if you're somebody who just throws shit around and just basically just throws shit around, gets pissed off and throws shit around, then no, it might not last you that long. But I don't know. So, make those observations for yourself, because like I said, I can't tell you what your mic is going to last. But I recommend this mic because it's just a really nice mic. And plus, when you add that compression in there, you don't have to put too much effort into post-production or any audio editing, really. I mean, you can if you want, but I mean, once the compression kicks in, you really don't need it. So I mean, it's like, yeah. Once again, I'll go over what's in the box. You have the USB-C to USB micro cable for your newer Macs and newer computers, your newer PCs, and you also have the USB-A to micro USB for computers with just USB-A. You also have your USB-C to Lightning cable for using it with iOS, like I do. Plus, you also have a pop filter, which I don't use because I don't really like it. Because it just, in my opinion, it just gets in the way. And then like I said, I showed you the compression feature. You get 3 rounds of compression. On the website, they say shape, squeeze, and smash. So shape is round 1 of compression. Squeeze is round 2 of compression. And then, like I said, round 3 of compression is smash. Now, would I use smash? Probably not. Probably not for what I use it for. But for what I use this mic for, I would not use Smash. But if you want like a radio broadcasting sound or whatever, if you want that radio DJ sound, like yo, what's good? It's your boy DJ D Fresh. Wait. Let's do this right. Let's do this right. Hold on. We're gonna fix this. Okay. Now, here we go. Let's do this right. What up? It's your boy DJ D Fresh on the booth, in the booth on 105.3 The Beat. No, I'm just playing, but on the serious note, this is the broadcast city. You come in here and you just punch that sound, punch those notes. You know what I mean? Just like go up in the booth and be like, hey, you know what it is. You listening to D Fresh Radio or whatever. But this is the punchy compression. Like I said, if you're one of those people who like the real heavy compression, like I said, I don't think it works for my podcast, and there's me just regular sounding. There's shape right there, which it barely does anything. There's squeeze, which is the one that I prefer. And so that, ladies and gentlemen, is the hype mic in all of its glory. I hope you guys have enjoyed this more in-depth review of the hype mic, because I realized before when I did it, I was like, damn, I barely said anything in that recording where I was unboxing. I just messed with stuff and just popped stuff on and just did stuff and just was like, man, I really didn't say too much. So I do apologize for that. And so that's gonna do it for the review of the hype mic. So what have I been up to lately? Well, right now I'm watching the Hardy Boys Hulu original series, which is actually pretty good. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting show. Now I do remember they had a Hardy Boys TV show back in the 60s, I believe, maybe 50s and 60s. I have never saw that TV show, but I've heard people who have seen it, people say that it is a really good TV show. I personally cannot speak to that, but I do know for the people who have seen it and they like it, cool. I have not seen it, but I'm not hating because I've never seen it. I just think the 2021 series is good. Actually, it come out in 2020. But the next season is scheduled to premiere on Hulu in 2022. So I'm really looking forward to that. And so that is really what I've really been up to, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. I know I enjoy producing the podcast for you guys. I put my heart into this. And for those of you who are thinking about starting a podcast and you're like, oh, well, people might not want to listen to what I gotta say. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you got something to say, if you got a voice and you got something to say and you think your voice out there can help somebody, man, do what you do, man. Do your podcast. Do your stuff. Do your shit. Don't let nobody stop you from doing your podcast, doing whatever you think is right, what you need to do for you, and just be yourself, man. I mean, that's what I do. I mean, like people, like I told my friend the other day, I would rather have a small following on this podcast than to have a big, huge following and like have my podcast getting hundreds and hundreds of plays every day, and then people demanding, oh, why didn't you put out more content? Why didn't you put out more content? Well, see, I consider this a hobby. This is a hobby for me, and I love this podcast, man. And I'm glad so many people love listening to the podcast. It's just like, man. But hey, like I told you, man, if you have a voice and you maybe it's not podcasting, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's maybe it's, like I said, maybe it's not a podcast, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's music, maybe you into music, maybe you into recording vocals, maybe you into, I don't know, man, just whatever you're into. If you do makeup videos on YouTube, if that's your thing, if you do, I don't know, man. But whatever you do, man, don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody hate on you and say, oh, well, this sucks, so I'm not gonna listen, or I'm not gonna do this, or I'm not gonna do that. So I mean, hey, if the haters and the people who support you and your haters, here's how I feel about haters. You're going to have haters wherever you go and whatever you do in life. You're always going to have people telling you, oh, well, you can't do this. You can't make this. You can't do it this way, or you can't do it that way. Well, you know what I say to y'all haters? Thanks for hating, because you just made me want to go 10 times harder and 10 times better to do whatever it is that I do. I just want to go harder, man. I'm going to go harder in the booth, harder in whatever I do, and y'all ain't going to stop me, you dig? But that's the hype mic, and just wanted to deliver that message, man. Hey, like I said, do what you do your thing, and always make sure you stay on top of your game, you feel me? Hey, it's your boy, man, and I think that's going to do it for this episode, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you decide to buy the hype mic, that's great. If it's not for you, there are cheaper options out there, but I was just able to get this on sale. Shout out to Henny the Business. He was the one who put me onto this microphone. He actually wasn't the one who put me onto it, but I saw his YouTube video on this microphone, and I was like, oh, okay, because I'll tell you the story. I had a Samsung SAMSON satellite. So me and my friend was talking one day, and we was like, I wonder what kind of cable this is that comes with this mic. And we couldn't never figure it out, because Samsung wouldn't tell us, or they weren't communicating with us very well. So me and my friend, we basically said, well, we're gonna call them and we're gonna see what kind of cable this is. Well, long story short, my friend called them, and they didn't even return his phone call, y'all. They emailed him. Did not even return his phone call. They emailed him, man. And it's just like, who does that? What kind of professional company does that? If somebody calls you, you call them back. Or, I mean, it's just like, damn. So they told him that the cable was a USB-C cable. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but if that's a USB-C cable, I had a USB-C cable. It was a USB-C cable that went to my iPhone, a USB-C iPhone charger. So if that was the case, then it should have worked with the iPhone, with the iPhone charger, but it didn't. So me and my friend, we was just like, all right. And I was the one who started it. I'm like, look, I'm gonna go look for me a better microphone with that you can find replacement cables for and replacement parts for if it breaks down. Replacement cables, replacement this, replacement anything really. You just need replacement parts. If you need like replacement parts, replacement cables, whatever. You know, it's like, yeah, just. But so I ditched Samsung and bought this Hype mic, which this mic is a beautiful, beautiful microphone. I love this thing, man. I could not ask for a better microphone because this thing is great. It has gain control. You can turn the gain up and down. And do shit like that. Just do some crazy ass shit like that, But it is the Apogee Hype mic, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I switched to, and I'm very, very glad I switched to this microphone. It will serve its purpose very, very well, and it's very ruggedly built, so it'll last a pretty good while. And plus, I have this camera tripod that my dad found that I have the mic screwed onto. I have the adapter screwed onto the tripod itself, and so, man, that is so I was using the little stand that the mic came with, a little bitty tripod, but I stopped using it because it was too small, and I had to basically, I would put it on my nightstand here, and basically the tripod that come with it it's really, really small. So I would have to lean sideways over here towards the nightstand to even talk. And that was annoying. That was like, no, I don't want to have to lean forward and hurt my back and hurt my neck to, podcast. That's not cool. You shouldn't have to lean forward and do all that extra shit to podcast. But long story short, my dad found this because he's got a camera, and he found this tripod, man, and this tripod has been great to me because I've only had it for like 2 or 3 days, but it's been substantial to me because I don't have to lean forward. I can of course I had to kind of lean my head forward, but it's not like I have to lean my whole body over just to say what I want to say. I can sit kind of back and still be heard, man. I'm still being heard on the mic. The mic is still picking up my voice very, very well. But always do what you do, and whatever you do, make sure you do your best at it, and always strive to be the best you can be, man. That's the message I got for y'all, man. And I still have my Samsung satellite, but will I use it much? No. Will I use it if at all? I doubt it. Cause this mic right here, this little thing is a beast. This little thing right here is a motherfucking beast. It's like, I couldn't ask for a better mic, man. You got built-in compression, you got gain, you got the blend button, you got everything a mic needs, man. The only thing it's missing is a mute feature, and that is coming in the near future. So it's like, man, it's a wonderful microphone. If you have the money, go pick it up on Amazon. Go pick it up from their website. Apogee Hype mic, man. $349. Kind of pricey, I know, but it's like, hey, why would you buy something that you have to keep buying over and over and over again, man? If you can buy something that'll last you like 2 or 3 years, then why not buy that something and just keep it around? Keep it there when you need to use it. Like this Hype mic, man. I plan to podcast with this thing for a while. Until it breaks. And if it breaks, I'll just go buy another one because this thing is really, really worth the money. This thing is, it's just a great product, man. Great product. I love it. It's really awesome. For those of you who are in the podcasting game that want a good sounding mic, that need that studio sound, no, you can get a good studio sound without compression, but the compression just kind of helps it. It's like, man, it's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sound. Wonderful. I can't say enough about this mic, man. It's just great. It's wonderful. But I'm going to be I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and go finish watching my series. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Doug Couch Show, man. I really appreciate y'all for listening to the show. Thank you to everybody who listens. Really appreciate my fan base, man. Love all y'all, man. Thanks for listening, and I'm out. Peace. Holla at your boy. Oh.